Next up, we are going to Kingsman Media.
Hello, everybody. My name is Lavetta Jenkins. I'm representing Kingsman Media today. Hello, Jasmine. I know Jasmine kind of touched on some of this earlier, talking about how her character has developed. But I want to know, and this question is for anybody, how has your character developed? Well, basically, have you drawn that character development from within yourself, or did you base it on somebody you know and say, well, this is how this person's life would pull out? I know that, Lady Ella is being Lady Ella, and that's what she does. But have you based your character development on yourself and how you would do it, or did you pull inspiration from other people? Thank you.
Can we start with Jasmine?
Well, at first, when I read the initial episode, like episode 1, and Dr. Christie, it was just more about her being this preacher's kid, this privileged preacher's kid, and her being in this love triangle with Christian Keyes' character, Levi, and Keith Robinson's character, Miles. And like, she was just like this little bratty, messy, privileged preacher's kid. And then as she went along, she developed and got deeper, and the layers started pulling back in her life. And it's like, oh no, there's way more to her than that. And we got away from her love life and started looking a lot into who she was personally. And that's when I started getting into pulling from my own personal life to bring Christy to life. Because behind the scenes, I was going through a lot filming. The whole time we've been filming Saints and Sinners, I've developed as a woman myself. I came into Saints and Sinners a girl, and now in season 6 years later, I am a woman. I was going through a lot of trials and tribulations and finding myself and where I fit in and who am I. And a lot of life blows were coming at Jasmine Burke. And I took a lot of things I was going through behind the scenes and put it into Christy as she was going through her blows in life. And it was cathartic because I was able to use her, and being on this show and an actress, I was able to pour my personal life into her and use the ropes that Nigel was writing for Christy to pull my own self up and to look at my own self and say, wow, okay, we are not what we go through. That is not what defines us. What defines us is how we bounce back from those things. And so I've definitely, intertwined Jasmine Burke and Dr. Christy Johnson. And it has been an amazing ride to help me become who I am as a young woman. As a woman, I'm not a young, well, I'm young in spirit and young in age, but just playing Dr. Christie has definitely helped me develop into the woman that I am as Jasmine Burke. And that's a blessing. You don't always get to do that with your work.
Clifton?
I'm not anything like Rex Fisher, but as a trained actor, I know how to do some memory exercises and go back into my technique. I think the things that, maybe, like Rex, I'm a tough guy in, certain things that I believe in, respect, how I'm respected as a person, as a man, as an African-American man. But in my personal life, I'm trying to be a better person. If I make a mistake, I try to apologize and move on, as opposed to like Rex going to the streets. So, I wasn't able to garner much of my own personality into Rex. Rex Fisher is a character that kind of stands on his own. He's a classic, street cat, like a mafia guy. He's a Cuddy. He's, some of those characters we've seen, back in the day. I watched The Godfathers and I watched, some of the gangster movies. And Rex Fisher is just that guy. So I don't have a lot of that in my personal life. I've never been arrested. I've never been in trouble. Hold on one second. I've never been in trouble. I've never been arrested. I don't go after people. So I don't have that to pull from my personal life. I just try to live a clean life, and as I've grown as a man, being in a relationship and learning, coming from a tough childhood and trying to understand a lot of times that African American men oftentimes are raised by single parent households, mostly women, that we don't always get what we need from our fathers to teach us how to be gentle and how to be in love. So I'm learning that right now. Rex is a very warm guy on a lot of levels. We've seen some wonderful scenes, him and Ella, where he's very warm, but generally Rex is just not somebody to play around with. And I don't have that quality in my personality. I'm always, again, maybe it's because I'm a Pisces, I'm always looking for the compromise and how to be amenable. And if I make a mistake, I try to evaluate my work, my behavior, and I try to go and fix it. Rex Fisher is nothing like that at all. But if you cross Rex, he probably, as you're going to see in season, probably disappear. Him and Ella and that lady down at the bottom, Donna, they crazy. You wrote them, Nigel, and I'm trying to think if you crazy or not, right, Nigel? Because these characters are so well drawn, and oftentimes when you play characters like a Rex Fisher, they're not as multidimensional. And Nigel has written this guy who allowed me to be, warm and gentle in some things, and then he'll flip on you or he may set you up. So it's a lot of colors there we don't always see with African American tough guys.
Thank you.
And just to speak to that, I just want to say, it really is, though, our cast, you guys bring and breathe the life to it. These are words on a page, and thank you so much for the compliments about the writing. But you, Vanessa, Donna, Jasmine, all of you have such clear vision for who your characters are, and that through line, that's what brings it to life. You guys put the fire into it and bring all those different shades and colors. And it's really, really beautiful to see from all of you, because it doesn't look the same on anyone. Everyone has a different sort of dynamic thing that they're presenting and coloring in the world of saints and sinners in this story. So, kudos to all of you.